Hey everybody, welcome back to the shop. So today I'm going to be doing cheese boards. So I made up these little molds. They're made out of melamine, which is basically particle board with laminate over it. I actually used packing tape on this one because I ran out of Tyvek tape. You may have seen in one of my other videos I've used Tyvek tape before, but so anyway, what I've done here is a while back I did a mushroom that was made out of some wood from a tree that had blown over during a windstorm from our front yard. Well, I took another piece, cut it into little pieces, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to mix up some resin and pour over this, and we'll get to that here soon. But still trying to figure out what color I want to use. Hey everyone, I want to apologize for this video. My camera is acting funny and not doing what it's supposed to, so a lot of this ended up getting eaten up and corrupted files. So I got to work on getting me a new camera. But a few weeks back, you may have seen I did a mushroom with some pieces of wood that came off a tree that blew over. Well, I took some more, put it in this smaller mold like the one we used last week, and poured some Artworks resin over it, and I mixed in some forest green by Caster's Choice. So we're going to go ahead and remove this out of the mold and run through the planer. So since I had such an issue getting the last one out, I'm going to come back after I get this removed. Alright, so I got it out, and it's yeah, I need to do a little bit more work to it, so I'm probably going to go ahead and get the table saw out for this and trim the top down some before I start running it through the planer. I got the blade up all the way, and I got the guide set for just under 1 inch. Now what I'm going to do is, very carefully mind you, I'm going to cut this. Now I do not like this not being covered, so trying to think of a way I can push stick. Not going to record this, but I'll come back when I'm done. Hey everybody, still got all my fingers. But that worked out pretty good. Now I got something to start off with here, so we'll come back to the table saw after I plane it down a little bit. Okay everybody, so got this all cut down, just under 1 inch. Go ahead and run through the planer a couple of times. I'll do that at time lapse, and I'm not going to bore you guys watching me send it through over and over and over again, so I'll do a couple of them, then I'll come back whenever I'm done planing it down. So I got two I'm making, this one and this one, so this one I'm using to push through, so this is the one I'm focusing on now. So we'll come back as soon as I'm done planing these down. Hey everybody, welcome back. So we got this planed down, got the table saw out, and we got the table saw set up just right to where it's just above the board, and right now it's at 5. We want it at 4 3/4 wide, so we're going to set it to just under 5 inches. Let me get this plugged in. I'm going to go ahead and trim the sides up. Alright guys, so we got this side flattened up, so now we got at least a straight edge that we can use so we can get this side down, and then after we get both of those down, we'll break out the chop saw and we'll flatten out the other ends. Alright, so now we got both sides cut flat. So now I got a straight edge that I can use on the chop saw so we can get this end and this end flat. Alright, so what I did was I went ahead and used the table saw to flatten these out. Now what we're going for is 3/4 inch, which is what we got, by 7 inch, which is just shy, but it'll still work, by 4 3/4, which we got. Alright, so now I need to do a trench through here, and then I need to, whichever side I decide to put it on, and then I need to drill a hole in one of the corners. So figure out which where I want to put it, and we'll be back. Okay everybody, so my workspace is a complete mess all the time, and I really don't want to put this on there, but I have, where's it at? So I've got this marked as to where I need to drill, and I got a 1/4 inch drill bit. So I'm gonna go ahead and figure out how I'm gonna get this on here. I've got a vise that I can hold the wood with, but I just gotta find it real quick. So I'll go ahead and get this drilled, and we'll be right back. Alright, so got it drilled, and now we're gonna put the mark in there for the slicer. And then all I got left to do is sand this down and coat it, and we're done. Alright, so got the hole drilled and got the kerf mark there for the cheese slicer itself. So now all I gotta do is sand this down. Next up everybody, lots and lots of sanding. Oh. I need to clean this out before I get started. So as I was saying, a lot of sanding coming up. Alright, got this all sanded down. I'm going to look and see what I got that I need to fix on here, and maybe hit it with some more sandpaper here in a minute. But otherwise this is ready for coating. Alright, so got this sanded down, but there's a little couple cracks and crevices in here that I want to clean up a little bit. So I'm going to use some denatured alcohol and wipe them both down so we can get a good look at what it's going to look like. I don't know if you can see that or not, but looks pretty good to me. So because I'm not getting the exact finish I want with sanding, well, this one might actually turn out the way I want it to. But so we'll work on getting this thing coated, and we'll originally I put a layer of an off-name quickset resin on here, thinking it might, you know, make it look better, but it bubbled. So I ended up sanding everything down. So we're going to clean it up with denatured alcohol again to get a good look at it. And excuse me, this time we'll coat it with some butcher block oil. But otherwise, it looks pretty good. we'll let that dry, and then we'll put some butcher block oil on it. Alright guys, forgive the angle of the camera and everything. I'm kind of limited as to what I can do in here. But I already put the butcher block oil on. I just dabbed a little on there. Now I'm just rubbing it in. And I'll let it soak into the wood. And come back in about 10-15 minutes. And take off any excess or add more depending on how much is left on there. So, there we go. We'll wait for that to dry and then we'll come back. Hey everybody, welcome back. So, I went to put this thing together and realized I originally drilled it for a left-handed person. Now, this, I re-drilled it, but thankfully this one's I'm making for my house, so not that big a deal. But yeah, so anyway, I got this at Woodcraft, so I'll put a link to it in there as well. But I just need to put it together. So a couple parts and a screw. So I'll get this put together and we'll be right back. Alright guys, so got it fixed, got it put together, and still kind of catches a little bit, but it's going to take a little bit to break it in anyway. So I'll get a couple pictures here at the end, and yeah. I want to thank everybody who watched this video this far. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, give it a thumbs down. You don't want to do that. Tell me what you liked about the video. Comment on it. Tell me if you've made one of these. Again, if this is the first time you watched one of my videos, thank you for watching. Hit that subscribe button if you liked it. Hit the bell over on the side, and YouTube will tell you anytime I post a new video. So again, thank you guys. If you want to support my channel, down below there's a way you can buy me a cup of coffee. I also do sticker swaps, and I do a sticker board. Information for that's down below as well. I'll have a link to where I got the resin, the coloring, and the cheese slicer itself down in the bottom. Again, thank you all for watching.